I bumped into a live video on TikTok and the person was installing a Fanta. I think it was a Fanta Ponytail. And she was complaining of the air, the Fanta that is because it's blind. That's why the installation will not be. I'm not talking about the installation will not be good. The installation was so good, but the problem of the Fanta is the type of ventilation. Okay, she was talking about because the air is airborne, that's why the Fanta is not good. No, actually, what happened to the air is not because it's blend air. It's because of the type of knot that was used to ventilate the air. Single knot. The problem of the knot and the Fanta is it was a single knot, and it was all these chunky single knots where they will pack like 4 strands of air, 5 strands of air to ventilate, which is actually wrong in air ventilation. So I wanted to comment on Alive, but I first to comment because I didn't just comment anyhow on people's life like that. So I'm saying this because whether it's a synthetic air or human air or oil air or air blend, the right knot should be used. It should be used. The type of knot should be used. The right lace, whether Swiss lace, HD lace, classic, anyone, the right one should be used. So it's not about I think I would have loved to attach it. I didn't screenshot it because I didn't know I'm going to make this video. I would have loved to attach, but I think people should have this idea of these chunky knots that people always have. So this now look at all these photoreal wigs, all these synthetic wig. You can see how tiny their knots are. Their knots are so tiny because they ventilate it properly and professionally. Unlike this chunky knots packing of 4 strands of air on a single hole, which is so wrong. Surely the installation will be so tacky. Your installation may be good, but it's going to give out a tacky look. That's my view on that kind of. It's not about air blend. So that's it.